Faculty go this way.
And where do what?
They're just all in the front row.
Go Gary. Go Gary. Doing a good job. Where's Janelle?
Leave.
So
much for somebody.
to the back? You guys want to come this way. Don't get twisted. Okay. Focus on me. Okay, this way. Congratulations. Yes, yes.
Hey. Right on. Adios.
Thank you. Okay, you're gonna go this way.
So we're going this way.
Yeah. This way. Yeah.
No, they need to go this way. Yeah. We on the outside. There.
Let's go.
Danny.
Aren't they supposed to split up? Gee, they're not supposed to split up?
They supposed to came in under him. That's what they told me.
Imagine. I didn't know. I thought they would. He said they split up. Because he's still holding the sign up.
Oh, they're not splitting no more?
They're not supposed to split up. Well, I'll let the next school. I mean, how are they going to know what this is?
Congratulations.
Were they supposed to split up?
Wait, did they tell us that they said split up? Yeah. That's what Gary said. Congratulations, Gary. Congratulations. All right. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Success story. Keeps me employed around here. These wonderful success stories. You look good, too. You better go on and rock. Good morning.
Guests, trustees, chancellor, vice chancellors, President Gilkerson, distinguished faculty, staff, family, and friends of the graduates, welcome. I am your Master of Ceremony, President of the Laney College Faculty Senate, Fred Burgoyne. Now remain standing, please, and welcome Ms. Marcy Bias to the stage, who will perform the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Wow. Thank you, Ms. Bias, for this beautiful performance of our national anthem. At this time, please join me in welcoming Ms. Linda Handy, member of the Peralta Community College's Board of Trustees. Ms. Linda Handy.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, graduates. What, are you out there? Are you out there? Good morning, graduates. And parents, families, children. Can we have a salute to our graduates? Can I hear you out there? On behalf of the Board of Trustees for Peralta Community College, I have the great honor of welcoming our graduates today. Today, it is all about you. You've made it. I also want to acknowledge your loved ones. There's a line in a song by Marvin Sapp that says, "Never would have made it without you." How many of you are aware of that? Because you stand on the shoulders of so many who've come before you who have made this opportunity. Children whose games you may have had to miss, not being able to attend all the parties or things that you wanted to do, having to have your family step in for you, but it's worth it because here you are today. A student once told me that only in America can you change your station in life through education. Think about that. You can change your station in life here through education. I myself graduated from Laney College in 1900, none of your business. But my parents believed in it. You didn't have anything else to do, you were gonna get your behind at school. And it changed my life. And here we have the opportunity to continue to change lives. At Peralta, students come to follow their dreams or enhance their skills so they can get better positions, change their professions, and many are lifetime learners. I want to congratulate all of you on the first step of your journey. Your education is our gift to you. What you do with that gift is the gift that you give back to your families, your communities, and society. Thank you all so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Ms. Handy. Now join me in welcoming Dr. Francis White, who is the acting chancellor of the Peralta Community College District.
Thank you very much, and good morning again, class of 2019. Let's hear you out there. Yeah. Looking good and sounding good. On behalf of the Peralta Community College District and its Board of Trustees, President Gilkerson, Peralta faculty, Laney College faculty and staff, families and friends, I offer congratulations to all of the graduate honorees, graduate award recipients, and the graduation class of 2019. I hope you will always remember this day as one of your proudest moments and see it as another milestone toward your own personal continuous achievement. After today, your personal and professional mission in life will begin. What will you strive for? What kind of person do you want to be? How high will you aim? Over the past years, you've worked hard, you've studied hard, and persisted to achieve the goal of graduation. Whatever course your future takes, we hope that you will look back on your years here at Laney College as having prepared you to meet the challenges and rewards of your chosen career path. Today, we celebrate your success. We wish you continued success and happiness as you strive for higher accomplishments. On behalf of the Peralta Community College District and the Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, I am proud to say again, congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Chancellor White. Now, I would like to extend congratulations to our graduates on behalf of the Laney Faculty Senate. We're here today to celebrate you and your achievements. And what better place to celebrate this than on this field? This is the field where the state champions train. Oh yeah. This is also the field where 1 year ago, the ASLC president, Keith Welch, gave us a really amazing speech. Now, sadly, we've lost Keith in the last year, but he's not forgotten. His legacy is forever imprinted in our memory. But you too are part of the legacy. This college welcomed every single one of you, and you're now part of its history. Yes, of course, you'll move on to bigger and better things. We know that. We want that. But you will always remain one of us. Now, some of us might be thinking, I just came here to take classes, man. Well, your very presence on this campus contributed to the life of this community. It doesn't matter how long you were here. So be proud. Whatever life threw at you, you kept coming. And for that, we recognize you today, and you deserve our respect.
Raise it up
A little bit higher. Is that better? Okay. Now, you probably don't know, most of us sitting on the stage and to the sides or running around in the background. But we, and others who couldn't make it today, have been working to support you. The ASLC looked out for you. Administrators did their best to keep things going in the most challenging of circumstances. You're welcome, Chancellor White. Jamil. Classified professionals did a lot of the heavy lifting. And then there's these guys over there, to my right. They are the faculty. Please stand, faculty. Stand. As the Faculty Senate President, I represent this crazy bunch of people. Yeah, we're quirky. We're demanding sometimes. We think that algebra and poetry are fun, and we're right. We criticize your pastries, your essays. We measure how far your balloon-powered cars are going to travel. Hi, Mallory. We dare you to express yourselves. It's our funny way of showing that we care. We do. And we are very proud of each and every one of you. For us, this really is the happiest day of the year. You're going to get a lot of unsolicited advice today. You've already gotten some. I'll make mine short. Keep learning, be humble, be tolerant, and make your checks payable to Laney College. Thank you. Now, let's welcome back to the stage Miss Marcy Bias for a musical selection.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the hope that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the presence has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the day when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. We have come over a way which with tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of which our star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast by thy might led us the way. Thou who hast by thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path we pray, lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee, lest our heart, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.
That was amazing. Thank you, Marcy. Wow. I'd much rather listen to that to listen myself, so I'm sure you agree. Wow. Oh. Thank you, Marcy. Now, I don't know if you know this, but we have rock stars at Laney. Right, Roger? We got rock stars at Laney. But we also have a superstar. And this is our next speaker. Please join me in welcoming the Laney College President, Dr. Tamil Gilkerson.
Thank you so much, Fred. Good morning, graduates of the class of 2019. I am privileged to be here to celebrate your accomplishments and mark this special occasion with you and your loved ones. Esteemed Peralta Community College District trustees, Chancellor White, and other honored guests, thank you for being here today and for your vision and commitment to our students and our community. I am grateful for your leadership and support. To the faculty, classified professionals, and administrators I am honored to serve with, I offer my continued gratitude for your unwavering commitment to Laney College and the shared belief that our investment in education powers progress and challenges the roots of oppression and injustice in our communities. Thank you for creating spaces for authentic learning and believing in the full potential of every student and our beloved college. Graduates, today we celebrate your tremendous accomplishment of completing your degrees and certificates. We will confer upon you the rights and privileges of a college graduate and certify that you have demonstrated the depth and breadth of knowledge in your major and of the wider world. I am confident that you are prepared to deal with the complexity, diversity, and change in our local and global communities through your critical thinking and the integration of all you've learned. Stand tall today and every day because you have shown the intelligence, determination, and grit that will serve you in any endeavor you undertake or any challenge set before you. While I am confident in your innate abilities, I am also ever mindful that we live in a society that breeds negativity and conflates success with happiness. This is a powerful force that often derails us. I know right now, even in the midst of celebrating your graduation, some of you are changing your definition of success to the next challenge, the next degree, the dream job, the fill in the blank. But what I've come to understand from my own life and scientific research is that true happiness is not derived from some success or some predetermined gene pool, but it is the joy we feel when we are moving toward our full potential. I sincerely believe that in order to truly flourish and succeed, we must make a conscious choice to choose happiness and understand the power of social connection in our own lives and in the fight to transform our communities. Our brain is one of the most complex organs in the human body. It is made up of more than 100 billion nerves that communicate in trillions of connections called synapses that are working together to construct our beliefs and our picture of the world around us. We've been told that our genes and our environment predispose us to certain levels of intelligence, health, and even certain rights and outcomes. But scientific studies actually show the opposite. We individually possess the power to thwart genes and the environment and the often negative narratives about our communities that people have been allowed to create. Students of color, immigrants, foster youth, formerly incarcerated, disabled, undocumented, queer, and the list goes on and on. You, class of 2019, are proof of this research. Let me explain further. You see, our brain is made up of mirror neurons, a small circuit of cells in different parts of the brain's cortices. These mirror neurons are activated when we perform certain actions, such as smiling. And it also are activated when we observe someone else performing the same action. In other words, our mind collapses the distinction between seeing and doing. Think about it for a second. Can you think of a time when you interacted with someone and what they communicated through their gestures or their facial expressions stimulated a like response in you? Take, for instance, Miss Marcy Bias, who sang so beautifully today. My goodness, I only wish. Every time I see Marcy smile, her smile lights up the room. I mean, it literally illuminates a room. Even if I'm busy or rushing around, when I see Marcy smiling, my mirror neurons for smiling fire up, and it initiates a cascade of neural activity in my brain that makes me automatically smile and effortlessly feel what Marcy is feeling. Not only do smiles and things like yawning spread, negativity, stress, uncertainty, anxiety also spread. We are surrounded by negativity every day on the news, in social media, in our own experiences. Just like secondhand smoke, you don't even have to be the one smoking to experience the negative health effects. Mirror neurons have incredible power. Happiness, we are taught we can't change other people, right? We're taught that. But happiness is an individual choice. But we are actually influencing people all the time. Our brains are designed to be wirelessly connected through this mirror neuron network. We don't process the world, we co-process it. We co-process happiness, we co-process optimism and belief. We can ripple out to others, our family, our friends, and community members. I believe change is possible in our communities. I believe that happiness is a choice, and it has the power to transform outcomes. Studies of happiness have shown that creativity ripples. It triples, not ripples, it triples. Productivity improves, and people are more likely to get promotions and live longer. Research also shows that you can actually buffer your brain against negativity and uncertainty by creating a single positive behavioral change. One study showed that people with chronic muscular disease who took 2 minutes a day to journal about one positive experience over 6 weeks had a drop in pain medication by 50% just 6 months later. Positive social connection that you create is the greatest predictor of long-term happiness. It trumps everything else we do and is just as predictive how long you will live as obesity, high blood pressure, or smoking. The actions you take every moment of every day are shaped by what we believe. If you believe there is no hope or that something is not possible, your actions and your behaviors will reflect it. Make no mistake of it. What we say in the privacy of our own minds, it drives our destiny and shapes our world. Even as a college president, I struggle. I sometimes lose sight of the power of our interconnectedness, and I find myself in the abyss. Even the last week, I was standing in the early morning weeping because over the course of some time, I had let some negative messages that were being spread seep into my thoughts and take over. They connected with my most vulnerable self, and I could see their destructiveness, but I couldn't seem to pull myself out. Somehow, I found it in myself that morning to go to the bathroom, wash my face, and move forward. But I took a moment to write in the small corner of the mirror, "You are amazing." I was making a choice towards happiness. When I got home that night and went into the bathroom, there on the other 3 corners of that mirror were messages written by my 12-year-old daughter. "You've got this. Best mom ever," and smile. We don't process the world, we co-process it together. Oh, my graduates, making the choice towards happiness, remembering that our interconnectedness has the power to transform our communities and initiate a social script that is different from the narrative. Take this to heart, embed it in your thinking, and know it in your bones, because I know you have journeys ahead of you, and I want you to be armed with the knowledge when you experience these moments like I did. You are courageous, capable, and full of hope. We must teach ourselves this and teach it to each other. You are divinely blessed, infinitely capable, and there is no fate, no circumstance, and no situation that can hinder the unstoppable power of you. Small habits are transformative. Happiness is a choice. Change is possible. Spread love, spread hope, spread happiness. Congratulations, class of 2019. Next, please join me in congratulating the We Rise recipients who were honored at the Faculty and Staff Appreciation event earlier this month. The We Rise Award recognized the exceptional contributions of classified professionals, faculty, and administrators to the campus community. These individuals demonstrate a commitment to our mission and vision by going above and beyond the day-to-day job duties and exemplifying our adopted values: respect, diversity, appreciation, competence, integrity, accountability, innovation, and collaboration. This year, we honored the following individuals: Adam Harper, permanent classified; Evelyn Moreno, hourly classified; Louis Quinlan, full-time faculty; Laura Espino, part-time faculty; and Amy Marshall, administrator. Please stand, awardees, if you are here, so we can be recognized. Thank you for all you do. Please now welcome to the stage our Vice President of Student Services, Ms. Vicki Ferguson.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. The Dean's Medallion is given to 6 students of exemplary academic and community service achievements. As I call your names, please stand and remain standing until all awardees are recognized. Erin Nazarova, Mathematics and Sciences. Eva Hannon, Liberal Arts. Pascal Mesa, Career and Technical Education. Prentice Mayo III, Humanities and Social Sciences. Mayan Ha, Enrollment Services. Tyrese Bender, Learning Communities. Next, we would like to have all students who were awarded a scholarship at our Honors and Awards Banquet this year to please stand and join them. Please join me in applause to congratulate these students. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Vice President Ferguson. At this time, I would like to recognize the 2019 Salutatorian. Thank you, Gary, for picking a word I can't say. Would Mr. Alex E. Del Toro please stand and be recognized? Alex has maintained a 3.8 grade point average and has hopes of continuing to earn a PhD after his undergraduate study at the University of California, Merced. Further, Alex is committed with one day returning to Laney after his studies to become a professor at the campus and aspires to educate the next generation of scholars. Thank you, Alex, for all your hard work and dedication during your time at Laney. And now, I would like to welcome to the podium Ms. Pearl Omosowo, the valedictorian of the Laney College class of 2019. Pearl has maintained a 4.0 grade point average and will be graduating from Laney with an Associates of Arts in Natural Sciences and is looking forward to attending UCLA in the fall when she plans to major in biological science and continue her journey to medical school.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay. So I'm gonna do something before I start. So just to make sure everyone is present with me, right? I'm Nigerian, and I'm gonna speak like a little pigeon, right? If I say how far, I wanna hear you say ade. How far? How far? Okay, okay. It's gonna like come in between my speech, so I need to see if everyone's present, okay? Yeah. Good morning. To our esteemed Board of Trustees, Chancellor, administration, faculty, staff, family, and friends. We are pleased to have you here to celebrate and honor the 2019 graduating class of Laney College. My fellow graduates, it is my greatest honor to stand before you this day and give this speech. The journey so far has not been an easy one. I look across these faces in front of me, and I see a story, a struggle, a path. And today, I say we turned our struggles into success stories and made our path straight. I feel the rush of pride from parents, children, family, and friends. Seeing our loved ones get to this stage. How far? Okay, okay. I see the faces of proud professors who have made it possible and guided us to reach this goal. But nothing can top the feelings that we, the class of 2019, have right now. I know we should always be humble. My parents definitely taught me that. But this day, have the greatest pride and raise your shoulders. As they will say in Nigeria, wear shoulder pad. I moved to Oakland the summer of 2016 from Nigeria with my youngest sibling. Lived in a one-room apartment with my mom and two sisters. Knowing that school was my set goal, I registered classes at Laney College and had to find a job because I paid international fees. As you may not know, we pay about $269 per unit, while many of you pay $46 per unit. And I definitely wasn't going to stress my mother in tuition when the younger ones were there to be taken care of. The last 2 years weren't easy for anyone in my family. Well, except my 5-year-old sister, Divine. My mother was pursuing her education at Mary College, while I was pursuing mine, and my sister was a junior in high school. America, back home, is looked as the land that flows with milk and honey, expecting everything to be rosy, but it definitely hasn't been. I worked full-time at Whole Foods Market, and I went to school full-time. I would say my first year at Laney, I had few or little friends. I just worked and went to school. I lacked sleep. I had the worst eye bags you could think of. I was never home because I tried to spend most of my free time in the library, studying. What kept me going was my resilient spirit. I just don't know how to give up. I get scared countless of times. Fear of failure, fear of not getting where I want to be. But I've learned with my resilient spirit to live in the moment. One thing my mom always tells me is everyone's time is different. Graduating high school in Nigeria at the age of 16, I thought by 22 I would have my university degree. But here am I today, getting my associate's degree. But here we are, the graduating class of 2019. But it is the right time. Many of us saw our parents lose their jobs. Many of us struggled with housing and saw our friends drop out of school. Even doubted ourselves if we could ever see this day, but we did it. We are here today because we dreamt, we flourished, and we succeeded. Our years and efforts weren't in vain, and we're about to take the world by storm. How far? Okay. I am personally proud of my family. My mom graduated on Wednesday from Mary College. Yeah, with her degree in child care development. My sister graduated from Oakland High with a full ride to UC Berkeley. I will be transferring to UCLA, expecting a scholarship, having been accepted to UC Berkeley, UC Davis, Irvine, Riverside, and San Diego. I found UCLA the best choice to further my goal to become a medical doctor and help so many people in my hometown of Nigeria. I've never been so proud because we saw each other's struggles and sleepless nights. Dear graduating class of 2019, we may not know what the future holds. Some will be transferring to a 4-year. Some will be receiving certificates in their chosen field. Some will be getting that dream job they've always wanted. But I know we still have what looms in our stomachs, what we had when we graduated high school. What next? The fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, the fear of the future. To quote some of the experts from Marianne Williamson's poem, Our Deepest Fear, social activist and founder of Peace Alliance and Meals on Wheels, and I quote, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who are we to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are we not to be? How far? We, the class of 2019, all have the capacity of doing something great. We have already proven that by being here today. Do not, and I say, do not ever underestimate yourselves and the power you have to be successful. And don't ever take for granted the opportunities we have been given by this great Peralta Community College. Class of 2019, let us go into the world still dreaming, flourishing, and succeeding. Thank you.
Thank you, Pearl. That was wonderful. Thank you very much. Next, please welcome to the stage, or he's already on the stage, Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Rudy Basikoff.
Graduates, it is now time to complete the business for which we all have gathered, the awarding of academic degrees and certificates to you, the class of 2019.
Karima Miludi, Associate of Science for Transfer Business Administration. Alicia Warren Alston, AA Humanities. Tito F. Algaba, Environmental Control Technology. Mary Jane Meniano Ergino, Management and Supervision with Honors. Sydney Jansen Brown, Welding Technology. Doyle Rhymes, excuse me. Okay. Jennifer Ariel Doyle, Welding Technology. Elsa Vasquez, Welding Technology. Nathaniel Sylvains, Construction Management and degree and construction, AA in Construction Management Certificate. Brenda Stringer, AS in Construction Management and AS in Carpentry. Deja Powell, Business Administration. Okay, sorry. Wanda Lynn Higginbottom, Associate of Science, Baking, Pastry, and Restaurant Management. Zalali Danielle Correa Rodriguez, AA, Political Science, AA for Transfer. Katrina Danette Perry, Culinary, Baking, and Pastry degree. I'm trying. Hong Lin, AA degree, Culinary Restaurant Management. Larissa Johnson, Baking and Pastry, Associate of Science, Baking and Pastry Certificate. Nat Tran, EET, Electrical Technician, Degree and Achievement Certificate. Okay. Naisha Nicole McPherson, AS, Culinary Baking and Pastry, Certificate in Culinary Baking Pastry. Hailu Simone Ghosh, Electrician Certificate. Okay. Fanny Robinson, Culinary Arts Certificate. Mohammed Imtiaz Ali, Degree Electrical and Electronic Technicians, Certificate Electronic Technician. Chef Tanya J. Joseph, yay. Restaurant Management Degree, Culinary Arts Certificate. Antonio Torres Chavez, Carlos Antonio Torres Chavez, Electrical Technical Degree, Certificate of Achievement. Serena Janelle Elliott, Associate of Science, Culinary Arts and Restaurant Management. Alamam Abdallah Ahmed, Associate in Science, Building Automation, sorry. Varun Thorn Muki Ratana Kachin. Culinary Arts Certificate. Li Liang, Associate Science, Commercial HVAC Systems. Peter Peng, Culinary Baking and Pastry degree. Perry Okoto, Environmental Control Technology Certificate, Residential HVAC and Light Commercial. Chef May Hamoda, degree in Culinary Arts. You earned it, you earned it. Charles Sebunya, Certificate Electrical Control Technology, Commercial HVAC Systems. Julio Cesar Noriega, Associate of Sciences, Restaurant Management, Certificate Cooking, Restaurant Management. Bolazun, Bolazun, sorry, Certificate of Proficiency Culinary. Theodore Alexander Albro, Associate of Sciences, Electrical Technology. Ronnie Dalio, Culinary Arts and Restaurant Management Certificate. Nicholas Allen Majorana, degree in Welding Technology. Jose Antonio Gutierrez, degree in Construction Management, AA degree.
Vu V, AS in Carpentry. Daniel Christopher Barrett, Associate of Welding Technology, Certificate of Welding. Braxton Flores, Electrical Technology. Desiderio Matias, AA for Machine Technology, Industrial Maintenance Technology. Carlos Ruiz, HVAC Residential. Justo Matias, Associate Degree in Electrical Technology. Benning Go, Achievement. Austin West Young, Associate of Science, Machine Technology. Fiona Felix Chong, Social Sciences. Yay! Miguel Angel Rodriguez, Carpentry. Marissa Elizabeth Vera, Cosmetology. La Yung, Carpentry. Yangming Jian, AA in Social Science. Rabab Al-Zubir, Ruby Al-Zubir, AA Cosmetology. Rahel Tekle Abraha, Cosmetology. Stephanie Mata, AA Local Degree in Social Science, AAT in Sociology. Sunny Veth, Social Science. Itzel Montaño, Cosmetology. Nieri Sak, Cosmetology. Aliyah Summer Khan, Cosmetology. Brandy Cotton, Associate of Science in Cosmetology, Certificate of Achievement in Cosmetology. Anissa Maisoon, Cosmetology. Talia Darnea Griffin, 2 AA degrees, Associate of Social Science and AA for transfer in Sociology. Okay, got excited. Shanika Evans, Humanities. Kaya Blake Ramirez, cosmetology. Irvin Nalos Lopez, Associate of Science in Restaurant Management and Culinary Arts. Leosha Chanel Nelson, AA in Psychology, Social Sciences. Chef John Stephen Cruz Pacheco, Culinary Arts and Restaurant Management. Irish Harrington Smith Jr., Construction Management, Associate of Science. Chef Anthony Maurice Stingley, Associate of Science in Culinary Arts and Restaurant Management. Wendy Lisbeth Ibarra, Water Efficiency Management. Chef Xiaoying Elva Du, Culinary Arts, Restaurant Management. Sherika Delisha Love, Water Efficiency Management. Chef Myram Carlene Daki, Associate of Science in Restaurant Management. Edgar Guzman, AS Electrical Technology, Certificate in Electrical Technology. Chef Rebecca Hoover, Restaurant Management. Aisha Lizzie Robertson, Social Science. Phyllis Moody, AA in Social Science with honors and AS in Health Information Technology. Sonia McCormick, Business Bookkeeping. Ublanca Marie Adams, Associate of Science. Kwame Michael Steffens, AA in Social Science.